guys, so today I'm going to be filming a lip swatch tutorial. It is of the Kat Von D Rock Candy lip set. It comes with 6 miniature bullet lipsticks ranging from pink to gray, so there's purple and everything in between here. I do have on the shade Roxy right now. It's a really deep royal purple. You'll see me apply it. I am going to do wrist swatches and lip swatches of all of these. This retails for $45 at Sephora, and on their website you can still get a hold of it. I think it is just like a summer spring limited edition release. I'm not sure if she's going to keep these sets around. However, I do think she's going to release some of these bullets in full size because I know the shade Roxy is one of her liquid lipsticks. I'm praying she releases a few of these in full size because I'm obsessed. I love them. But I do like that you get a nice wide variety, and really her bullet lipsticks, the full size, which you get 0.1 ounces, which is approximately 3 grams of product in a full size lipstick, compared to the minis, which only have 0.035 ounces or approximately 1 gram. So you're getting under half the amount of product in the minis as you are the full size. But you have to remember, these full size bullet lipsticks retail for $21 a piece, which in my book is a little bit pricey for a bullet. This is the shade Noble that I have right now. I've worn it a few times compared to how much product you get with these minis. This is the shade Roxy. So if you want to look at those and just kind of see in person like how the size compares on these, you are getting quite a lot less product, but at the same time you're getting 6 limited edition shades that you can't get in full size at the moment because she hasn't released them in full size, and you're getting 6 different colors for almost the price that you could just get 2 of the full sizes. So I feel like you're getting much more to play with, and I feel like honestly it's a bigger bang for your buck than getting the full size, unless there's just one color you have to have in full size, because like I said, 2 full sizes versus 6 minis. And I'm not gonna lie, I own so many lipsticks that I think if I ever made it through an entire full size bullet lipstick, I'd have to like write that date down somewhere, because that's never gonna happen. Like, if it does, I feel like I deserve to buy another tube of that lipstick. If I loved it that much to make it all the way through, that is just insane. So for me personally, since I like to change up my lipsticks, I hardly ever wear the same one 2 days in a row. These minis are a really good idea because I don't waste product. It's not going to expire before I get through it, and I still get plenty to play with. Like, if I got through this entire mini of deep royal purple, I would be impressed. So for me, I like these. I think they're a better deal. But again, it's all personal preference. If you did want to get a full size like one of the nudes like I did, I think that's just as good of an idea because the formula between these was about the same. They're both that comfort matte cream kind of formula. Like, they look matte on the lips, but they're not super matte. Like, I'll go ahead and zoom you in here. I mean, that's a really bold purple, but you can see it's got just a little bit of a shine to it, and I do have a lip balm on underneath all of these, and I am taking them off with just a makeup wipe when I do my swatches. So I do reapply my foundation once in the video, like just around my lips, because there was some staining from a couple of these, which I don't mind because that means if I eat or drink, I'm going to have some lipstick left on, and it gives me some longevity without having to worry about finding a matching lip liner that's this bold purple. So I like knowing that my lipstick by itself has some staying power. So if you want to see the swatches and get into the rest of my thoughts on these lipsticks, just keep watching the video and I will see you later. I'm going to start going lightest to darkest. So the first shade that I'm going to try is called Babe, and it looks like a brighter and hot Barbie pink. This is what it looks like close. I'm going to start first with the arm swatch, and this is what it looks like. Just a really pretty, bright, kind of warm tone pink. There's what it looks like on. I will say that even though these are mattes, they feel more like comfort mattes, so they have the feeling of a satin or a cream, and they don't look as matte as some other brands that I own. They do have a little bit of a shine. Part of that could be because of the lip balm that's underneath though. I will say this shade looks really fun for summer. I don't know if I wear it any other time of the year. And formula-wise, if you compare it to her full-size ones, it's about the same. Like, this is the shade Noble, and it's supposed to be a matte, but they both kind of go on with like that comfort matte feel. They're not nearly as matte and drying as her liquid lipsticks are. Next, we have this shade right here. It's called Ziggy. This is actually one of the reasons I bought this set, because I really like this color. It's like a pinker coral, almost like a neon salmon. And that's what it looks like in the arm swatch. It's really, really bright. It's like a really, really pretty neon coral. I'm hoping that she releases this one in the full size. That's what it looks like on the arm. So we have Babe and Ziggy. You can see once this is on, it's a really bright corally pink, and it is absolutely perfect for summer. My favorite one in the set, and it does make your teeth look really white, so I appreciate that about it. I will say this is a little more white based, a little more neon compared to Babe, whereas Babe was more opaque and had less of a white base, so it didn't look as neon as this one. And since this one is kind of neon, you do want to go over it a couple times just to build up the opacity, because otherwise it looks a little bit streaky, just a little bit patchy, but that's the nature of neon colors, so I expected that when I bought it. I'm not disappointed about it or anything, because once you do get it on, the color is gorgeous and most definitely worth applying a second layer. So again, this is the shade Ziggy, and this is what it looks like on. It's really bright and really, really pretty. This is the shade Crush. It's the last of the pinks and more of the transitioning into the purples kind of color, and when you open it up, in the tube it straight up looks like a magenta pink. We'll see how this looks on. I guess I better swatch it on my arm first. Yeah, on the arm, if you want to compare these three, Babe is more of your traditional bright Barbie pink, Ziggy is definitely more of an orangey peachy coral, and then Crush looks almost like a deeper raspberry pink, but still very bright. Still has a little bit of a neon base. I think the trend for these to have the neon bases, so they're really bright summer and spring colors, which I think is on point. So. Okay, so my application with that one was a little bit messy, but this is definitely the most opaque of the three pinks in the set. It did not take much to get pigment out of this. I did go over it twice just because it's got that comfort matte formula, so it feels a little slick when you put it on. I just wanted to make sure it was even. But it's definitely the most opaque, and it still kind of has a white base because it's got a neon magenta look to it. Still very neon and very bright, but somehow very, very pigmented, which I'm happy about, because a lot of times when you buy something that's supposed to be neon or bright colored and white based, it really washes you out because it's not quite pigmented enough, and it almost looks just white and patchy and streaky on the lips. And if you want to compare the three, here's Babe, Ziggy, and Crush. Up next in the lineup we have the shade Ozzy. It's spelled O-Z-Z-Y, like the rock star, and it looks like a blue based, like lavender purple color. That's what it looks like in the tube. I did go ahead and reapply some foundation around my mouth because the last one, Crush, kind of left a little bit of staining. I had to try to clean that up. So here's what this one looks like. It's very opaque, kind of like Crush is, except more of a lavender purple. It kind of reminds me of the shade Brills by ColourPop, if any of you have seen that one. So let's go ahead and see how it performs on the lips. So I have worn this one out and about. It does give your teeth a little bit of a yellow cast, but not as bad as some purples that I've tried because it's less pastel white based and a little less cool tone. There's a little bit of warmth to it. When I did wear this one out, I wore it to work and then I wore it out after work, and someone made the comment that it looked like you gave Barney a blowjob. So there's that. And it is kind of a Barney purple. It's pretty accurate, I think. And that's highly inappropriate, but that's what I had someone tell me when I wore this one out. I don't really care because I like purple, and a pretty accurate description, I think, for this color, and I cannot say that with a straight face to save my life, but this is what it looks like on. I do think this is a pretty color, especially if you wore it with like a really light purple eyeshadow or like something with silver sparkles. I think that would look really good. Next one we have is the shade Zero. This is probably the one that scares me the most in the entire set. It is kind of a neutral gray color, it looks like in the tube. I haven't been brave enough to wear this one yet. I'm not usually a gray kind of lipstick person because since I'm so pale, it makes me look dead. But here's the swatch. So that's what it looks like on the wrist. It's more neutral, it's not a deep gray, it's a very light gray. It's a really flattering color. I think it'd be a beautiful nail polish or eyeshadow, but I'm just not sure how I feel about this one on the lips. It still does look white based like the rest though, because it's such a pale gray. So we'll go ahead and try this one on next. Woo! That's definitely great. So when I smile in person, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this makes my teeth look really yellow, especially in comparison to the other ones that were all white based like this one. But if I keep my mouth closed, like that, it's actually a very flattering color. It's almost a lavender gray, like ever so slightly lavender gray. And I think of the grays I've ever tried and worn, this would probably be the one I'd wear out, because on the lips it doesn't look as dead person gray. I think it's because it's not as blue based. So this is what it looks like in the lineup against the others, and we'll go ahead and try our last shade. The last shade we have to try on is called Roxy, and if I remember correctly, she released this shade as a limited edition liquid lipstick in her holiday set, so just not thought about that. That's really cool. I actually thought about buying that set for this color back when it came out, but I couldn't bring myself because I didn't want the rest that were in the set, and I already owned one of the ones that was in that set. So against my hand, this looks almost like an indigo royal purple. It looks very deep. I really hope that this is opaque because I think this would be so fun to wear around Halloween or any time in the fall, really. And if you swatch it, if I build it up there a little bit like I just did, it definitely gives you that royal deep purple color. I think that is so pretty. I don't know, I'm just staring at it, and for some reason out of all these on my wrist, this one is the prettiest. So we'll go ahead and try this one on. Okay, so this is what this one called Roxy looks like on. Pretty sure it is the same shade as that liquid lipstick. It does make your teeth look a little bit yellow because it's a very blue-based purple. Like I said, it almost looks indigo, like a deep royal purple in person. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I think it'd be fun to do with like a light gray smoky eye maybe, or something more of darker but like neutral colors on the lid, or even just to wear like this. I think it makes enough of a statement on its own. But here's how it looks in the lineup. So the final look at the colors on my wrist are Babe, which I would deem the most wearable out of the bunch, even though it is like a Barbie pink. Next you have Ziggy, which still hands down my favorite. So glad I have that one. Crush, which is a classic kind of raspberry pink with a little bit of magenta purpley undertones, and it's really bright. Then you have the shade Aussie, which is the Eye Blue Barney purple. You have Zero, which is your wearable gray, and then the last one was Roxy, which is this deep royal purple. I think you get a really fun summer color collection in here. When I bought it, the gray kind of threw me off compared to the rest of the colors in the set, but somehow I think it kind of rounds out the bunch. I think there's a color in here for every mood and a color in here for every skin tone. If you're more of a deep skinned girl, I think that this purple would look absolutely amazing on you, or even if you're just more of a medium skin tone, I think this would look good because it's a very flattering, like jewel tone deep purple. So definitely check this one out if you're in the market for a fun pop of color for summer. I kind of feel like that's what all of these colors are pops of color, or more creative colors. They're not nudes and they're not for the faint of heart. But I think they're fun to play with and fun to experiment with, and I'm hoping I'll get a lot of use out of them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.